after the latest $100,000 H-1B fee that Trump administration has just imposed on the new applications, this is the new major update for the people who are seeking an H-1B in 2026. Here's what the USCIS and the DHS has proposed. DHS just proposed this 105-page notice, essentially, which says that the H-1B lottery is not going to be a lottery anymore. It's going to be wage-based. And here's how it's going to go. Until now, if you remember, H-1B used to be a lottery. You would put your name into the ballot, you might get selected, you might not get selected. What did not go into the equation was your amount of years of experience, your salary, or anything else. It's just as simple as that. It's a lottery. However, now what they're trying to do is they're trying to divide you into 4 categories. And these categories are not defined by anything else but your wage level. So essentially, people who earn more will have more of an advantage. First, what's the meaning of these 4 categories? Well, there's wage level 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 being the lowest and 4 being the highest. The new rule basically proposes that if you are going to be applying for H-1B next year and your wage level is 1, then you only get to put your name into the ballot once. For the people who have wage level 2, they will get 2 chits of their name put into the ballot. Wage level 3 subsequently get 3 chances. Wage level 4 will have 4 chits into the ballot of their name. Now remember, each person is still counted once. You cannot just go through 5 different employers and get 5 different chits. But your name goes into the ballot as many times as your salary level. So this is essentially a weighted lottery. It's still a lottery. They're still going to pick out names from the ballot. But what they're saying is that your chances are much better if you have wage level 4 because your name is 4 times as likely to get picked up. If you think about this, what the USCIS is really saying is that if your salary is higher, you may be able to get the H-1B much more easier. So this might be easier for you. At the same time, however, remember that USCIS has also imposed a $100,000 application fee for the H-1B for new applicants. So that's something you need to worry about as well, because I feel like most employers are not going to want to spend that 100K. It's not a small amount. It's an extremely big amount. And it's almost like asking your employer for a raise of $100,000. And even then, by the way, there's a good chance that you may not get selected. Of course, you can use all of this to negotiate your salary, but how do you find out which wage level you fall into? Wage level 1, 2, 3, or 4? Well, for that, you want to go into flag.dol.gov and look for your salary level. In this video, I'm showing you how I select the salary level for a software developer based out of California, San Francisco. And as soon as I hit the search, you see that these 4 wage levels come up. Wage level 1 is $135,000. So you need to cross this to basically be in the wage level 1 in San Francisco area. Wage level 2 is $160,000, even more than that. Wage level 3 is $187,000, and wage level 4 is even $213,000. Now, you can do this exercise based on your position, your SOC code, your location, and you can find out these 4 numbers for your case, and then you can see where you actually stand in this lottery. Keep in mind though, even though you may have wage level 4, there's still a possibility, if you're on STEM OPT for instance, the employer might just not want to petition this year because the H-1B fee is extremely high. And that's also why I would recommend looking into something called as the O1 visa. It is fairly popular for people within most fields, whether you're essentially in music, whether you're in film, gaming, or something very common like software development, medicine, business, finance. All of you guys can still qualify for the O1. I have a separate video on this channel that you can look into, but the easiest thing you could do is to go ahead, send me a message on YMGrad.com. You can send me a resume and click and basically just mention O1 next to it, and I will give you a free evaluation and let you know if you qualify. And of course, if you don't qualify, then you can work on qualifying for it. And usually if you have close to about 8-9 months, you can still work on improving your profile and get through to being eligible for this visa. But it's not a lottery. It's not going to be salary based, and talent can be shown in various ways. There's actually 9 requirements, and out of that, if you meet any 3, you may already be qualifying. But that's the latest news on the H-1B. Just came out literally 12 hours ago. I hope that you like this video. Follow me on Instagram. I have a lot more content and advice over there just like this, much of it in Hindi as well. And on YouTube, of course, subscribe to the channel and share this with the people who need to know, because it is important that you guys are the first to know so you can prepare for this. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments how you found the video, and I'll see you in the next one.